Oh man. Oh man, this is the fight. This is the one. This is one of the big ones. Thor versus Martian Manhunter. Whew. Who wins? Well, that's what we're here to find out. Thor is the Asgardian god of thunder, and the son of Odin, the All-Father of Asgard, and the elder Earth goddess Gaia. Combining the power of both worlds, Thor is arguably the greatest and mightiest defender of both. Armed with his powerful enchanted hammer Mjolnir, Thor is the mightiest warrior of Asgard, a founding member of the Avengers, and one of the strongest, most powerful beings on Earth. Thor is the strongest of the Asgardian gods, and his strength is considered to be incalculable and doesn't really have an upper limit. His strength is compared to a Hulk and Hercules. He can destroy entire planets with the force of his blows, and he slew the Midgard serpent, which was larger and weighed much more than the Earth. Thor is one of the most durable heroes in the Marvel Universe, and has been able to withstand attacks from Hulk, planet-shattering blows, and energy blasts from Celestials and Odin. So yeah, he's pretty durable. Thor is able to go for extended periods of time without food, water, and sleep, and one time fought the Frost Giants for 9 months straight. Thor is one of the most trained and experienced warriors in the Marvel Universe, and is actually a skilled hand-to-hand fighter, even though he tends to use a brawling technique. He's also a highly skilled weapons expert, with the most notable weapon being Mjolnir. Now, besides the obvious fact that the hammer can be used to hit stuff, and even destroy mountains and planets, Mjolnir has a ton of abilities. Thor can control the weather, even affecting it on a planetary scale, and unleash electrical storms, hurricane winds, tornadoes, tidal waves, blizzards, and earthquakes. He's even done some out-of-the-box things too, like when he made it rain fire. While Thor doesn't have the innate ability to fly, if he swings Mjolnir at faster than light speeds, he's then able to fly. Thor can manipulate matter on a vast scale, and has the ability to transmute elements. He's able to turn intangible and invisible, and Mjolnir is also able to create nearly impenetrable force fields. Thor is able to absorb and project energy blasts with Mjolnir, and doesn't even have to wait for an opponent to shoot a blast of energy. He can absorb it directly from their body. One of Thor's most powerful attacks is the God Blast, which killed the Midgard serpent and injured Galactus. He also has the Anti-Force, which is unbelievably powerful and took out the entire battle of barbarians in one blast. And then in the other corner with Martian Manhunter. Decades ago, John Jones was teleported to Earth from Mars and was left stranded. Since then, he uses extraordinary abilities to protect and serve the people of Earth. Martian Manhunter possesses powers and abilities that are common to all Martians, but he has routinely shown that he is the most powerful member of his race. He has superhuman strength on par with Superman and Wonder Woman, and he helped them to move the Earth before, and he's able to increase his strength even more by growing in size. His durability allows him to take punches from foes like the Man of Steel and Despero, and just like with strength, he can increase his invulnerability by altering his density to become super dense. Him and other Martians have demonstrated speed that allows him to keep up with the Flash, and he's also able to fly and maneuver at these great speeds as well. John has an incredible healing factor, and recover quickly from almost any injury. He's even shown that he can regenerate his entire body with just a severed arm. One of Martian Manhunter's more famous abilities is his shape-shifting power, which is where he can take on any shape that he wants and can form himself into any object or organism alive, extinct, or imagined. He's able to grow multiple arms, can stretch his limbs however long he wants, and can become as immovable or flexible as he desires. He can grow to the size of buildings, and his shape-shifting is actually so great that it extends down to the chemical composition of his body, like the time where he turned his skin into a thick exoskeleton of human bone. Martian Manhunter can lower his density in order to become intangible, and he often uses his power in combat in order to protect himself from an enemy's attack. He can also make himself become invisible, and this is a full-on invisibility, where he is not even detectable in the entire electromagnetic spectrum, and Superman hasn't been able to see him before. John is the most powerful telepath on the planet, and is even able to affect Dr. Fate and the Spectre of his telepathy. He can create illusions, shut down people's minds, influence thoughts or mind control, and create mental shields. He's also able to shoot powerful blasts of sonic energy and create sonic shields. John also has the Martian Vision and Martian Breath, which is similar to Superman's Heat Vision and Freeze Breath. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, this is an insanely tough matchup, and one that I can really see going either way. But let's talk about it. In terms of strength and durability, Thor is more powerful. The God of Thunder usually holds back against humans, but his strength is actually limitless, and he's lifted planets before and lifted the Midgard serpent. And then Thor is durable to take planets from Celestials and Odin, and is actually able to battle for weeks and months on end, so he's got more endurance as well. Martian Manhunter's greatest strength is arguably helping to move the Earth alongside Superman and Wonder Woman, but he does have a lot of striking power, like when he enters Superboy Prime. However, there's a lot more that goes into throwing a punch than pure strength, and if we're just looking at pure strength, then Thor takes the edge. However, Manhunter is a whole lot faster. He's kept up with the Flash, and is able to fly and fight at Flash and light speeds. But Thor's been able to battle Silver Surfer before, and Surfer is just as fast, if not faster. I really don't see John's Martian vision having much say in this fight, as Thor has sat in the heart of the sun before, and he's able to take this blast like they're nothing. Then we've got John's shape-shifting powers. This might prove to be a bit more of a problem for Thor than his Martian vision, but once again, Thor's durable enough to take any of those attacks, and Manhunter won't really be able to shapeshift into anything that Thor can't simply just fight against and hurt. Then Thor is a Mjolnir, and this thing gives him tons of powers, more versatility than John, and it's going to be his greatest advantage in this fight. Thor can unleash powerful lightning attacks and other atmospheric phenomena, but the problem is that Martian Manhunter could just phase through these attacks. And even if he doesn't phase, he's durable enough to take it. Thor also has powerful energy beams and can absorb energy and create force fields. So while that once again counters Manhunter's Martian vision, John can just phase through energy beams and force fields. He's phased through Superboy Prime's heat vision before, and he could simply phase through the force fields as well. But while that intangibility is a great advantage for Martian Manhunter and gives him the ability to counter Thor's range attacks like the energy beams or lightning strikes, here's the thing. Mjolnir is actually able to disrupt intangibility, and it's messed up both Vision's and Kitty Pryde's phasing abilities. While it isn't permanent, it will ensure that Martian Manhunter can't just stay intangible throughout this whole fight. Now, Manhunter's greatest advantage in this fight is his telepathy. He's one of the most powerful telepaths in the entire DC universe. He's actually defeated Despero with his telepathy, and Despero is a great telepath in his own right. So the question really comes down to how does Thor stack up against telepathy? Well, the general consensus is that he's resistant to it, but he's not immune. Thor's been able to resist Emma Frost with one half of the power of the Phoenix Force. It's been said that Thor could probably be attacked by someone of Professor X or Martian Manhunter's caliber, and while he's been controlled shortly before, Thor's always been able to shake himself free. Then when he knows the telepathy is coming his way, he's able to resist it even more. And he's also been able to resist and block psionic attacks before. So I do believe that Martian Manhunter would be able to telepathically attack Thor, but Thor's going to be highly resistant to those attacks, and it shouldn't put him out of the fight. I don't think it will. Because while John can attack, and probably even partially control him for a short time, it's going to take all of Manhunter's focus to try and control him. It's also going to take Martian Manhunter a little while to actually get through and telepathically attack Thor. Just like it takes John a while to get through Superman, and then Superman has a strong enough mind to actually kick Manhunter out. I would say Thor can do the same thing. Then you can see that Manhunter could turn intangible and attack Thor telepathically. But like we said, Thor can disrupt intangibility, so John can't just stay back and telepathically attack him. So how do you see this fight playing out? Well, this is really even. Oh, this is really even. And either one can take the victory, like I said. Manhunter can telepathically attack Thor, but it's going to take a while. Then Thor is strong than Manhunter and has centuries of fighting experience on him, and has energy attacks, weather manipulation, and the ability to disrupt intangibility. I just find it hard to believe that Manhunter is going to be able to get through that and easily control Thor with all the stuff being thrown at him. And then his weather manipulation also allows Thor to make it rain fire, which is a psychological weakness to Martian Manhunter. But I don't want to sell Martian Manhunter here. He's physically powerful enough to hang with and beat Thor, is faster than the God of Thunder, and has this shape-shifting. Oh man. I don't... At the end of the day, I gotta say Thor wins 6 out of the 10 fights. I gotta say it. With Martian Manhunter winning the other 4. But what do y'all think? I know y'all looking at strong opinions about this one. So sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe button for videos just like this one every single day. And I will see y'all next time.